Tomorrow is going to be a very big day for cryptos. It is CPI day, one of the most volatile days out of the month for cryptos and stocks. What we are also seeing is that cryptos are continually heading lower, and after they've crashed, they've barely moved. So we're forming a bear flag, which means that there is a very high chance that we're likely going to keep heading lower. If we take a look at the dollar, we're seeing the dollar pumping ahead of CPI. We're also seeing the stock market took a big dive today as well. So in this video, we're going to be going over my thoughts regarding cryptocurrencies, what I'm expecting tomorrow, and much more. So make sure you stick around to the end of this video. Give this video a thumbs up if you love cryptocurrencies, and make sure you are subscribed with notifications on so you do not miss these time-sensitive videos. Boom, let's get into the video. So tomorrow is going to be CPI. What CPI, when it's going to be, is 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. And this is how we're going to be able to actually see inflation. We're going to see the inflation numbers and how the economy is doing. And based on the expectations, the previous was 0.1% CPI month over month, and we're expecting CPI to actually increase, CPI year over year to be unmoved, and we're also looking to see core CPI month over month come down by 0.1%. If the CPI comes in month over month, this is the regular CPI, above the previous number, that's going to be very bearish. And if we come above expectations, we're starting to see a lot of bad news and data showing that, especially in China and other places around the world, that inflation is not slowing down. And guys, this is not going to be very good. The Fed is continually raising interest rates, which is killing the economy, it's killing the banks, and ultimately I think all of this stuff is going to come down so hard and fast on stocks and cryptos, which means I think Bitcoin is going to see 16,000, Ethereum maybe $800 within 6 months or less, who knows, but that's kind of what I'm thinking, maybe 7 months. But let's take a look at the stock market. So the stock market, this is the S&P 500, has a huge resistance level, which we've not been able to break. And we got rejected pretty hard here. So that's on the daily time frame. And we are seeing ever since that rejection, guess what? Lower highs on the daily time frame, lower highs. And we'll probably continue heading lower, which is likely to bring cryptos down. The dollar is actually finding strong support on this, guess what, an 8-year support resistance level. It is this blue line, but it is holding up here very, very strongly, and I think we are going to get a bounce. If the dollar bounces from here, which is probably likely, we're going to see some type of move like this, and if that happens, cryptos are going to likely go down as well. So these things are going to they're able to help us to understand where cryptos are actually going, the strength of cryptos, the strength of all markets. And that's how we can understand what is likely next for cryptocurrency. So if we go over to Bitcoin here, we can see Bitcoin. We go ahead to the 4-hour time frame. Bitcoin is still forming, guess what? Lower highs. Nothing bullish here at all. We're crashing. Look at this, a huge crash here, crash here, crash here, crash here. We're finding support, but now what has happened? We're stuck at this very support. And there's either two things that are gonna happen. Not three, there's only two choices. We're either gonna bounce up from here, and if we do bounce up from here, I think we'll get a move like this, and then we keep heading back down. Or two, we just keep heading lower from our current level, and we might just sit still until CPI. There's going to be a lot of volatility this entire week, and the real move, like I told you in my video last night, which I highly recommend you watch immediately after this video, the real move when it comes to data and CPI doesn't happen that hour, that day. That's why a lot of good traders, they don't trade on CPI days or data event days, because you have a fake move that goes up or have a fake move that goes down and then immediately reverses and takes out everybody. So it's best to kind of let things settle for a couple of days before entering. I don't think it's going to be a huge move tomorrow unless the data surprises everybody. And what that means is I showed you the expectations of CPI. If we get data above expectations or below expectations, especially depending how far the expectations have been broken, then we get a huge move. But if we get at expectations and the numbers are coming in as everyone is expecting, then we're not going to get a huge move. But I honestly think that even if we come at expectations, there's going to be a bearish reaction in the market, and that we're likely to continue heading down in this month of May and over the summer. That's basically how money works. In the summer months, things slow down, and there's usually a lot of crazy manipulation and volatility. But because we've been pumping this entire year, ever since the yearly open, if we take a look at Bitcoin, let me go ahead and zoom out here. Look at, ever since the new year has started, we've been pumping. Look at this right here. This is when the new year started. Boom. And we've been going up ever since. So we're going to be getting a correction very, very soon. And guess what? That's going to bring things into equilibrium, which will, if we end up being bullish over the next couple of months, it's going to allow the price action to go much higher for all cryptocurrencies. So that's what I'm thinking right now. I highly recommend that you guys are in my trading tournament right now, where you can win up to $10,000. Everyone who participates in my trading tournament over on BitGet can win up to $100 to $200 guaranteed. Now, I also post profitable trade alerts in my Patreon, where this trade right now, if we take a look at it, is up over 128%, guys. I'm posting many trades like this every week in my Patreon. You can join it right now. I also have a free trading community. All the links and the things that I'm mentioning are in my video. But if you guys want to participate in the trading tournament, which ends this month, I highly recommend you start joining now. You can win by percentage win and loss ratio. But also, if you want to open up a BitGet account and you're in the US, you will need to use a VPN like NordVPN. Change your country to Mexico when you're creating an account and logging in. But you can also win up to $30,000 deposit bonus by using BitGet. It is one of the best crypto trading platforms out there where you do not need to KYC. What's really going to help you guys have an edge over the market is my trading indicator that I've developed. This thing works for all different types of cryptocurrencies, meme coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum. It tells you when, look, it gives you a sell alert. This is for Pepe, a sell alert. If you would have listened to the sell alert, you would have made insane profits. 50% profits. If you would have listened to the buy alert, you would have made hundreds of percents in profits, 250% from that buy alert, 50% from the seller by shorting and longing the market based on the signals that my indicator is giving you. It is one of the best out there. You can try it today for free, risk-free at ALGOSNIPER.com. But that's going to be it, guys, for this video. If you got something, please consider giving this video a thumbs up, subscribing with notifications on, sharing this video with your friends and family on Twitter and social media, and I will see you later.